What is up, YouTube? Dottz Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you guys another episode of the Fireside Chat podcast. Yes, I am finally bringing this back. I know I did 4 episodes. The feedback was really positive from it, and then it kind of just went away. Truthfully, I kind of started to run out of ideas for it pretty quick. I was asking for suggestions for new video topics and for things that people would want me to talk about, but some of the suggestions I got I wasn't really a huge fan of, and I kind of struggled to think of a new topic. And then I also kind of got overwhelmed with a bunch of other videos that I really wanted to make and that were kind of more pressing and that I felt would benefit you guys and my channel more to output those sooner than to output more of these. But I really want this to be a monthly series. I think it's a really nice, relaxing thing for me to personally make. I just get to kind of sit down and talk pretty candidly. I only have a couple bullet points, so I get to just talk to you guys. And this is something you guys can just chuck on, listen to, and then when you get to the end of it, leave a comment below. And I think it's a really good thing. It would be really cool to make this a monthly series, but I do need your guys' help. So if you do have any topics that you guys would like me to talk about, would like me to touch on, whether or not it's ESO related, test related, etc., leave it in the comments below, and maybe your suggestion will become one of the next Fireside Chat podcasts. Who knows? But yeah, any type of suggestion, leave them all below. I'm open to anything. So, and if I like it, like I said, I will list it in my list of ideas, and we'll see if it happens. But this one I kind of thought of myself, and it was something that I noticed a lot when Elder Scrolls 6 was first announced, and a lot of people saying, "Oh, ESO's gonna die. ESO is gonna be in trouble when TES 6 comes out." So I thought a really good topic for a Fireside Chat would be: will TES 6 kill ESO, negatively affect ESO, have no effect on ESO? What's my opinion on it? Now, there is a belief, and I don't know why, that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to kill ESO. I don't know why there's that belief. If you see me looking off to the side, it's because my bullet points are there, so I want to make sure I keep myself on track. I don't know why people think Elder Scrolls 6 is going to kill ESO. It's not going to do it. That's like saying a battle royale game is going to kill ESO. You know, I understand that TES 6, it's an Elder Scrolls game, it's an RPG, but it's not in the same genre as ESO. ESO is an MMO RPG. TES 6 is an RPG. They're fundamentally 2 different genres of games. Now, don't get me wrong, and I know a lot of people are thinking, well, you know, they pull from the same group of players generally, and I don't necessarily think so. Just because you're fundamentally a fan of the Elder Scrolls universe doesn't mean you've ever even played ESO. You know, there are tons of TES fans who've never touched ESO, just like there's, I guarantee you, plenty of ESO fans who tried ESO as an MMO, but maybe had never played any of the single-player games. You see it more often than you realize, but people like to think that just because you play ESO, that means, you know, you're a TES fanboy and you only play TES games, and when the new one comes out, you're going to toss ESO to the side and play TES, but I don't necessarily think that's the case. Now, I do believe there will be a drop in activity in ESO, at least at the beginning when TES 6 is first released. Everyone's super hyped about it. Everyone's going to want to play it. They're going to want to try it. But I still guarantee you people are going to be logging in, doing their dailies, doing some of their stuff, and then hopping over to TES 6 to play TES 6. And I think there will be a temporary drop in activity in ESO. I think there will be, you know. Fundamentally, obviously, a good portion of the ESO community, they're TES fans through and through. Like, I know me, I loved Oblivion, Skyrim, and I will be playing TES 6 when it comes out, and a lot of people will. But once I get my fill of TES 6, and once I play through all the stuff I want to play through and do some of the mods I want to do, I'm going to come back to ESO. Or, like I think most people are doing, actually, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to play the 2 games at the same time. It's not like I'm not incapable of playing 2 games at the same time. You know, like maybe one day I play ESO, maybe one day I play TES 6. You know, I don't have to just only play this or only play that. And I feel like that's a really solid like MMO player's mindset where it's like, this is my game. You know, it's like, it's funny. I talked to my friends. I had a couple friends over a weekend or two ago, and they were all talking about, you know, what games they'd played recently and what they'd been up to. And I'm just like, playing ESO. They're like, oh, you played anything else recently? I'm like, ESO. Like, it's all I've been playing since, you know, January of 2017. It's literally the only game I've been playing. But it's a very MMO person mindset where it's like, this is my game. Like, this is the game I play. But I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case. I don't. Because arguably, I think that after the slight dip in activity that we're going to see in ESO from TES 6's releases, I may argue that there might be a surge of popularity into ESO once the initial TES 6 hype wears off. You know, you think about it, right? All these people going and playing TES 6, they're playing it, they're enjoying it, they're getting involved in the universe, they're getting involved in the lore, they're getting involved in Elder Scrolls. Once they feel like they've got their fill of TES 6, what if they want more? What if they're like, I want to play more, I want to do more, I like the lore, I like the feel, I like everything about this, I want more. ESO would be the next logical game for them to go into if they're looking for a game to try. Because ESO is an MMORPG. Never-ending content. It's always being added to. There's always being more stuff coming out. New DLCs, new expansions / chapters, more stuff being added in, changes being made. It's an ever-living, ever-breathing game with basically infinite content. So it really is going to act, at least I could see it, acting as a really good segue for players who are playing Elder Scrolls 6 who once they feel like, okay, I need a new vice, I need a way to continually be involved in this world, ESO is right there waiting for them, you know. And I know there are going to be some people that are going to say, well, you know, you could just mod, you know, Elder Scrolls 6 High Rock, whatever the hell it's going to be, Hammerfell, we don't know. But let's just TES 6. You know, well, we can mod TES 6. We can mod it. By that logic, then Skyrim would still be more popular than ESO. You know, because there's mods for Skyrim. So there's no reason anybody should have ever stopped playing Skyrim and even picked up ESO in the first place. But, and you also have to think, do you really think that Bethesda and the mother corporation ZeniMax, you really think that they'd do anything that would kill a game that's making them, I have to assume, a good bit of money? You know, ESO is one of the top 3 to 4 MMOs right now. You know, and it's only growing. It's growing. And like I said, MMO, continuous content, which means players continuously spending money, which means happy CEOs. So they're not gonna, I don't think they're not gonna do anything. Plus, we don't even know. TES 6 could be 3, 4, 5 years away. We don't know. Like, we have no idea. This might not even be a problem for the foreseeable future. You know, and who knows what state ESO will be in by that time. Maybe ESO will be super popular. Maybe it'll be even less popular. We don't know. But I'm talking, like, kind of as of right now. But yeah, like I said, fundamentally, they are different genres. RPG, MMORPG. They're totally different. And I really don't think it's gonna have one's gonna have a major influence on the other in terms of long-term negative impacts. What would I like TES 6 to be, though? I don't know. I think High Rock would be cool. I really do think High Rock would be cool. And plus, you know, it does kind of look like it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But the challenge for me with TES 6 is going to be, like, trying not to play a Sneak Archer, you know, because all paths lead back to Sneak Archer. But it's just so fun. It's just so fun. And if it's anything like Skyrim, mages were like, you know, and it's I don't know. I've always found the single player games much more engaging when I'm playing like a stealthy character or an assassin, especially like when I join the stuff like the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild. I don't feel right being like a huge two-handed hulking warrior being like, yeah, I'm gonna join the Thieves Guild. I don't know. For me, I always like to play the stealth archer characters. Maybe that's why I've been playing my Nightblade more. Who knows? That's why I made my Nightblade in the first place, way back when I made them a Magblade. But now that we have them switched over to the Standblade, like we always say, all paths lead back to Sneak Archer, and who would have thunk that my path led me back to a Sneak Archer even in ESO? But the race I'd play in Test 6, that's a challenging one. I don't know. In the single-player games, I do like to generally play Imperial, but we'll have to see. It might be Imperial or a Red Guard. I am not sure. But, you know, just kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit. I know this Fireside Chat is going to be a little bit on the shorter side. I really only had one small topic I wanted to talk about. And I also just kind of wanted to bring the series back and show you guys, like, hey, didn't forget about it. It's still here. The only series that I did cancel on the channel that is officially kind of like, it's gone, is the Dungeon Guide series. Wasn't enough demand for it, really. I didn't have much of a desire to make the videos. Every single time I sat down to make a Dungeon Guide, I was just kind of like, like, you know, there was like that big sigh right before I started making the video, and it wasn't something I felt like passionate about or wanted to do. I kind of originally started it because I hit a major content drought with like ideas, and then after like 3 or 4 of those, I got a surge of new ideas that I wanted to do, so I was focusing on those and then wasn't giving the dungeon series any attention. And a series like that, I feel like needs to be done like consecutively to really be done well. And with the way I am, if I'm not going to do something really, really well and be super like passionate about that kind of series, especially like for YouTube, like I'm not going to do it, you know, because it'll probably look more negatively upon me because I'm not going to care. Like I'm not going to for lack of better terms, I won't care as much because I won't be fully invested in it. So I feel like the quality of the video might be less than what I normally like to put out. I always try to strive for quality over quantity. And I felt like I don't feel drawn to that kind of series. I would definitely maybe in the future do like a more kind of like a PvP tips series on MagDK, and then maybe and then Standblade once I feel that I'm at a point that I can really offer super like high level advice. I'm not there yet, but at some point I will be. But those could be 2 series that we see in the future, just like, you know, big PvP tips like from like a really high, really advanced level. So that's something we could do. But yeah, that's basically pretty much what I wanted to cover in this one. If you guys have any suggestions for things that you really want me to see talk about, want to hear my opinion on, please leave them below, okay? Leave as many suggestions as you want. Leave 1, leave 10, I don't care. Because the bigger of a queue that I can build up, the easier it's going to be for me to continually make these, especially if I do make this more of a monthly series, right? And if I have like 5 solid ideas, that's 5 months worth of Fireside Chat. And you know, if for some reason it becomes even super popular, we can make it bi-monthly, but we'll have to see how it goes. I think no matter what, it's pretty much going to stay as a monthly series. It feels more appropriate, but like I said, I need the ideas. This is just something I wanted to touch on immediately because it's still kind of a hot topic with Test 6 not being being announced not too long ago. So I kind of wanted to hop on it and talk about it. But if you guys enjoyed this, if you enjoyed the Fireside Chat podcast, please leave a like on the video. For more videos like this, more guides to the Elder Scrolls Online, more stream highlights from my Twitch stream, hit the sub button below. Of course, hit the bell. Keep notifications on at all times. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. I am recording this late at night, so I'm sorry if I do sound a little tired. It's 11:30, and I'm ready to go to bed. So, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm Dottz Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.